Hello everyone, welcome back to Bobman MTG Plays Magic the Gathering, and we are going to do another Amonkhet draft. Assuming that the queue fires. Twitch is telling me I'm streaming. Thank you, Twitch. You're the best. You're such a sweetheart. My YouTube itchy head. Library. Amonkhet draft streams. We are waiting for cycling for days. Pause. Share. Copy link. Go to the Facebook. This isn't Facebook at all. There is Bobman MTG. And we'll post this to the Facebook. Sorry, I just want to post. I want to post the last draft that we did. I uploaded it to the Facebook. I would like it to be visible. Watch our Twitch stream. One more. All right, let's publish this. Come on. Fire already. This takes forever. Why aren't there 8 billion people playing so that it fires immediately? That would be awesome. Probably because it's Friday night and people are out doing things and I'm just sitting here playing Magic online. But we can't pick what we like. We just like it. Anybody go to FNM? Anybody at FNM? No, because there's nobody. That's fair. Hooray, it started. Glyph Keeper. Sweet start. We love Glyph Keeper. If it wasn't in the pack, I might take the Scaled Behemoth or the Even Initiate. I think it's Glyph Keeper, Scaled Behemoth, Colossopede. Initiate. Assuming River's cool. Alright, following it up with, what does this do? If I would create a token, create double those tokens. How abusable is that? Is that abusable? Gravedigger's good. How likely am I to have a token deck? Maybe I could force it and see if this is good. Sounds like fun. I want to play the Glyph Keeper. Maybe I just take Gravedigger. It's safer. But I want to play this. I'm going to take it. Bounty of the Luxa. I think with the Glyph Keeper in the deck, we want to stay base blue because it is a good card. But none of these are too exciting. The Floodwaters is nice, but it's not exciting. I think Shadowstorm Vizier is powerful enough that I'm going to take it. How much is Anointed Procession? Is that like $1 million? It's probably like 1 tick or less. Whoa, didn't want to do that. Okay, let us go to MTGO Wiki price. Search for Anointed Procession. You are worth nothing. That's right, I kind of want to cast it. You never get a chance to cast this card. The Glyph Keeper. I can make 2 Glyph Keepers. Double Glyph Keeper. I wouldn't splash it. But if I ended up in white, I wouldn't argue. It's one of those cards that doesn't actually impact the board. Alright, what do we got? Bad card. Cartouche is a good card. And that's about it. So, Cartouche. I think it's good enough that even despite the Shadowstorm Vizier pick, I'm going to do it. I don't know what my deck is doing. Doom Dissenter plus Anointed Procession seems good. Yeah, I'm going to take it. If Bounty of the Luxa comes back, I'll be happy in blue-green. It's not a great color combination, but nothing wrong with it. My strategy is generally to take the best card. Flameblade Adept. No, we're not doing that. We've got no. Okay. Heckma Sentinels is okay in the right deck. I think Illumination is good enough. Yes, let us take Illumination. Goes with the Vizier. Everything goes with Glyphkeeper because it's just good. You are a bad pick. Where did I pick this? I picked that, and then this, and then this, and then this. Great Maw's good. Sandworm is good. Illumination is good. Serpent is good. Whenever you put a -1/-1 counter on it, remove a counter from another creature. That's strange. Since I don't know what colors I am, I guess I'll take another Illumination. Is River Serpent better? No, it's not. I'll take another Illumination. This is whenever you cycle or discard. Alright, I'll take a Mummy. Sacrifice it to get back an instant or sorcery. Not seeing much in any color, really. I think the most open color might be green, looking at this information. Because this card's fine, but in the right deck, it's fine. Turn an instant or sorcery. Lose one, you gain one. I'm gonna probably give up on the green, although that is a late Colossopede. I'm gonna take it. It was very late. I could have had a bunch of these. I'll take a Stinging Shot. Maybe I take Compelling Argument over Stinging Shot. It's starting to feel like I'm not green. No, it's just life is hard, man. Life is hard. Alright, we'll take the Stinging Shot. There's almost no chance that I want to cast Compelling Argument. It's just not a good card. It's not the most powerful set of picks. Cartouche of Strength is a great pick. Stinging Shot's not ideal. Shadowstorm Vizier is strong. I'd much rather be playing that than not playing it, but you can't choose what's open. It's just whatever comes to you. And green looks open. Do I want a cheetah? This doesn't look like a cheetah deck. I'm taking Unburden. Which one's this? Whenever you cast a creature spell, you can discard draw. Compelling Argument. Very compelling. Alright, what do we got? We've got Vizier of the Tumbling Sands. Not great. I guess we want Vizier of the Tumbling Sands. Still haven't decided what we're doing. I wish I knew. I wish I knew what I was doing most of the time. But I rarely do. Alright, what do we got? Nest of Scarabs. Whenever you put a -1 counter. Heckma Sentinels. I guess Heckma Sentinels is the best card in our deck. It's funny because I love these Nest of Scarabs when I'm in those colors. We will take Heckma Sentinels. Goes with Shadowstorm Vizier. Put you over here. Drakehaven, how did that get to me? Yes, please, Drakehaven. I can't click it enough times. What? Okay, so yeah, we're definitely going in on this thing. Put all of our cycling cards in a pile. Even Initiate, Unburden. Okay. I am excited to play with Drakehaven. I have not had the chance. How does that get third pick pack 2? Like, probably just take it no matter what I'm doing. This card's busted. We've already got 1, 2. This is not a good cycler. I'll put the bad cyclers in their own pile. You get your own shitty pile. 1, 2. Oh no, you get your own shitty pile. You go back in that pile. Not great. Essence Scatter, don't mind if I do. True Hard Duelist is also good. That's fairly late for a True Hard Duelist. This isn't good. Turn target non-land permanent to its owner's hand and mill 2. Yeah, we'll take Essence Scatter. Alright, so payoff cards. Gale Strike. Sacred Excavation. Turn target tapped creature to its owner's hand. That's gotta be decent, right? We'll take it. So we got some permission here. Another Shadowstorm Vizier? What is happening? I guess I'm not going to argue. Good cycling. These are just bad. These are decent creatures. Not going to cast any red spells, but Hazard's Monument still does some work. I'm not going to play any of these cards. I guess the most likely card to possibly end up in my deck is the Equipment. Gale Strikes aren't bad though. Like, they're going around really far. Never gonna cast any of these cards. Never gonna play any of these cards. Might play Forsake the Worldly. If I end up with a couple of Evolving Wilds out of the next pack, I'll put it in. It's good to have that in the main deck. Sacred Excavation, excellent. Just compelling argument our opponent for like all their cards. The thing about it is it's a 1 mana to cycle. Like, that's really cheap. Oh my god, really? I want that. Like, all the cyclers that I'm picking up are so cheap to cycle. Wow, I want this so bad. But it's not going to help our deck, so I'm just going to take the River Circuit. Is there anything for us here? I guess Horror is a good card. Yeah, Horror. Cycling Land. Or Evolving Wilds. I mean, this is better than Evolving Wilds, I guess. What else cycles in here? We got plenty of cards that could be upgraded. These cycle for more than 1 mana. These cycle for 1 mana. The cycle for 1 mana? Yeah, cycles for 1 mana. Cycle for 2. No. Do I need early things? No, I've got a bunch of early things. I'll just take a cycling card. So we're at 22 plus feeded pools. We definitely have replaceable cards. I don't want to run these compelling arguments, but I will. Things that cycle for 1 mana are just premium because of this. If I can get this down, I could easily win the game just cycling like a bunch of these. I would like Wander in Death. But it seems like it might be too late for that. I don't think cancel is better than this. Alright, so this is 23 now. There are still cards that are upgradable though. Evolving Wilds or Cartouche of Knowledge. You have 10 creatures. Cartouche is not ideal. Should we take Evolving Wilds? Do I want a Cartouche of Ambition? I think the lifelink is worth it to grab this. I don't think I want a second Floodwaters. So what are we taking out? Well, first let's see how many cycling cards that we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What does this do? We definitely want that. 10. Right now it's 11. It's 24 cards. Actual creatures are quite low. I'll take another cycling card. Yeah. Scarab Feast has its moments. It's also 1 mana cycle, probably better than Compelling Argument. Blighted Bat also has matchups that it's good in. Cancel is main deckable. Cradle I'm not going to play. Unburden. So we've got 9 creatures. This is 26 cards. I think Scarab Feast is not good enough. The Mummy's even not great. 24. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can't even play this Cartouche, so it was a bad pickup. 2 Floodwaters. Is there anything I want more than Floodwaters? Add basic land. Oops, first put back in these. Add basics. 11-4. How about 9-6? Combine groups, sort by converted mana cost. Very heavy at the 3-drop slot, but cycling. So really, if I put these in the 2-drop slot for the cycling purposes, it doesn't look as bad. Let's run it. Excited to play with Drakehaven. Very excited. Looking for an opponent in stage 1. Join match button. Alright. I would love to play first. GLHF. Go away, window. No. Never mulligan ever. Except when you have to mulligan, then mulligan. What did you send me? Hey, same to you. How sweet of you. So, we have a lot of lands, but we don't have any black sources. So, I'm actually going to play the Defeated Pools. Our deck is mana hungry. I'm not upset about playing the Defeated Pools. Yeah, do whatever you want. I don't care. Opponent passes. So, we are going to cycle an Unburdened at the end of our opponent's turn. Because we have a bunch of lands, we might cast one Unburdened. Didn't draw. One has 7 cards. I'd like to save it, so we're going to play the Sentinels, and we'll save Unburdened just in case. What do you get? Cursed Minotaur. Interesting. Let us play our land and go to combat. Attack for 2. Opponent does not block. 6 cards in hand. We will pass, leaving up cancel and cycling Illumination. This really helped fix our mana, because it gives us access to cancel when we might not have had it. Yeah, I'm going to cancel that. I don't want that hitting me. I'm going to save the Illuminations because I probably want to cast them or use them to buff my Sentinels. One has 5 cards. We're going to wait one more turn to cast Unburden, which means I'm probably going to cycle one of these and then cast the other at the end of my opponent's turn. Let us cycle this now. Make my guy 3/4, attack for 3, and pass the turn. If our opponent plays land thing, puts him down to 4 cards. If he doesn't play anything, then I probably don't want to use Unburden. I probably just want to cycle it. No blocks. Take 3, down to 14. I'd like to find Drakehaven, so definitely want to cast this to see as many cards as possible. Beetle. Alright, let's cast this. Makes it a 3/4 or puts it on the Menace? Puts it on the Minotaur. Untap. Alright, so we get to send the Beetle away. That's good. But it means we probably... If I cycle both of these, it becomes a 4/5, which doesn't get through the Beetle. Alright, so we'll pass. Lets us bounce the Beetle at least, but our opponent can recast it. So hopefully it does something before combat. Land, and if he doesn't have his mana, then we have to do it end of turn, which means we're going to take 6 points, which sucks, or 7 points, because he gets to remove the counter. And it shrinks the Sentinel, which is unfortunate. But we can't just Gale Strike it and then let him recast it in second main. Opponent attacks. Gotta take it. Puts me to 7. Yep. Can't block. Honored Hydra, trample 6/6. Unfortunate. So let's bounce Beetle. And we drew a land. Floodwaters. Alright, so that's good. So bounce. Leaves our opponent a little mana hungry. Clear board. Opponent has 6 cards in hand. Pass the turn. So I know he's got to decide what to cast, unless he has some low drops. Like, the best play is either Beetle or Hydra, which means we have to start cycling to try to find things. Unfortunately, the thing we want most is a Drakehaven. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So if I cast this next turn, I'll only have 1 mana to cycle, and this I won't be able to cycle. So it might make sense to just cycle Illumination. See what our opponent does. He's at 14. Yeah, we're probably going to cycle this. Alright, opponent plays the Honored Hydra. Let's cycle Illumination, try to find Drakehaven. Didn't find it, but we found a 5/5 that gets bigger. And we have Excavation, which is nice. So let's, let us play Horror. And then pass the turn. So this becomes a 6/5. Blighted Bat. That's not good. Let's also cast Curse Minotaur or something. Alright, plays the Minotaur. Goes to combat. Doesn't attack. 5 cards in hand. Alright, I guess we just untap. Wander in Death. So, what can we get back? Return creatures only. I have no creatures to return. We've got 9 mana, so this is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I can recast it if I don't have to do anything. But if I attack with it, I'm screwed. So 9 mana, 4 plus 5. We should return Floodwaters and Illumination. Right? Floodwaters, Illumination. Now we have 2 cyclings. Unfortunately, it means you can get him with his bat. And the Minotaur. So that's 5 damage right there, putting us to 2. We'll pass. I would love to have been able to attack with this, but he just takes like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage and then kills me. If only you had trample. But you don't. Goes to combat. Probably sending everybody. Yep. Let's block. Four, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Block there. He has a pump spell, we're just dead anyway. Unless he uses it on this. And then I cycle 3 times, I still die. Unless it's a +2. Alright, we're going to cycle you. Let's see what we get. If we get a Gale Strike, I'll probably just cast Gale Strike. Nope. Cycle you. Uncycle you. F6. 10-7. That would have been nice to be able to attack with. So if our opponent has a spell, we're dead. If not, we have 2 Floodwaters, so that's good. We have 10 mana so that we can do both. Unfortunately, these are evasive, so it makes it very difficult. Vizier. Interesting. So if we attack with Horror, he most definitely blocks. Just out of fear that we just kill him out of nowhere. Our deck is all cycling cards. So I attack first, and then I cast Floodwaters. Ooh, Cartouche of Ambition's going to kill. No, he just puts it on there. Weird. So it's going to be a 3/3. The lifelink's kind of a bitch. I'm surprised he didn't just kill my Sentinels. I'm pretty sure it only has... Oh no, it has 2 toughness. It wouldn't kill it. Okay. Why did it die? Oh, because of the Hydra. It had 6 damage on it. Okay, never mind. Now we're screwed. So if we bounce 2 creatures, we die. We need to draw exactly Drakehaven. That's not a Drakehaven. But we can cast it. Cast Floodwaters on evasive things. And then pass the turn. Unfortunately, we are running out of answers here. Like, we have to double block this and hope our opponent doesn't have a great follow-up. But then he gains 4 life. Actually, if we double block, we don't even kill it, so that doesn't make sense. We just single block with this. Eight mana. What you gonna do? Cursed Minotaur comes back down. What else you got? What else? Show me your best shot. Plays the bat. I think these are both out of his hand, right? And a Dune Beetle. Not exactly exciting. Any attacks? Oh, opponent passes. That is not a Drakehaven deck. I think we're dead. Pretty sure there's nothing we can do. Because even if we cycle into Drakehaven, we don't have any more cyclers. I don't think I care about... do I have any... Yeah, I have flyers. No, we're just going to run it back. I would love to play first. Alright. Glyph Keeper is nice. We will start off with defeated pools and pass. Ow, itchy. I'm itchy. Land go. Mummy, we each discard. The thing I don't like most is probably this, because it only works when I cast a creature spell. Alright, that's good. So we'll play our Sentinel. And next turn, depending on what our opponent does, I'll either leave up Cancel and Cycling or Gets in for 2. We'll take it just in case he has some kind of trick. Sometimes they play stamina, and I don't want to run into that. Opponent passes. Interesting. So 1-3. We'll play this game. Pass. 4 mana. Opponent goes to combat. Attacks for 2. We'll take it. We'll cancel a Bone Picker. Oh, that's why he attacked. He wanted to get his Bone Picker down. Alright, that was a beautiful draw. We're going to slam that immediately. And because we're putting pressure on, we're going to attack. Yeah, I think my card's better than your card. Gets in for 2. Fine with that. Alright, so now we have a bunch of stuff that we can do. Cycle Drake. Cycle trigger. I think that works. Let's attack. No blocks. We're gonna do it anyway. Well, first let us cycle. Drakehaven first. Sentinel second. Vizier on island. Cycle. Tap. Yes. Draw my card. Cycle. Get bigger. Tap. Yes. Cycle. Get 4 damage. Play my land. Pass the turn. When it's on 12, we got 4 power in the air. They have card advantage, but we have Drake advantage. Also, next turn, we have access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have access to 2 more Drakes in the air. Take it. Or we can just play Glyph Keeper. Also seems fine. Giant Spider, you dick. Alright, that makes me just want to play Glyph Keeper. Actually, I'll attack with Sentinels and see what he does. Because that's a lot of damage if I attack with Sentinels. Opponent passes. Play our land. Go to combat. Attack with Sentinels. No blocks. Let's do it. Cycling, trigger. Okay. Yes. Draw my card. Cycle. Okay. Yes. Cycle. Opponent is at 8, and we have 8 power in the air. But he's got a spider. Goes to combat. I'm surprised that this card went as far as it did. There's a lot of people that didn't pick it. It is busted. Combat and our opponent's attacking. Look at you. Alright, we will block here. Actually, I'll single block both of them. Just because the Drakes aren't going to be the things that win me the game, and I'd rather not take some sort of crazy damage that I'm not expecting and die out of nowhere. Let's see what our opponent follows it up with. A Bone Picker. That's a good card. Gives him some protection from Drakes. And a Beetle. And opponent passes the turn. Alright, so now we get more flyers. I think the Glyph Keeper is the best play. Unfortunately, that means we can't attack. How much mana is this to rebuy? 7. What do you got, man? You got 3 cards. Do we have 2 creatures in here? We've got Vizier of the Tumbling Sands. That's it. So if one of our creatures dies, we get access to Wander for Vizier and something else. If our opponent attacks with everything, we put Drake here, you here, Keeper here, and another Drake here. And then our opponent would die in the crackback, of course. Wander in Death, buyback, Scorpion, or not Scorpion, Vizier. One creature gets +1, gains indestructible. What is the other side? All creatures able to block it do so. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. Doesn't kill me. Oh, okay, that kills me. So 3, 6, 9. Exactly 9. You got it. That sucked. I did not expect that to happen. I thought I was going to be able to win that one. Card's better than I expected. Alright, we got a match. Let us join. I would love to play first, thank you. Wow. Mulligan? Lands, Gale Strike, Illumination, Floodwaters. We'll keep. Really want Drake Haven. Keep. Bottom. Start off with an island so that I can cycle Elimination. Opponent plays Mountain. Great. These decks are so annoying. Cycle this because we're not going to have time to cast it probably. Play Feeded Pools and pass the turn. Man, these decks are good. Format is much more aggressive than I originally expected. Alright, it's going to get in some damage. Yep. If our deck wasn't so mana hungry, I much rather would have cycled the Feeded Pools, but our deck is so mana hungry. Opponent passes. Alright, we have Cancel and Gale Strike up, so that's fine. But we do need to draw some gas. We need to draw either Drake Haven or Glyph Keeper or something. I guess I'm canceling this instead of bouncing it. It gives my opponent less to do. Still have 4 cards and I'm taking 3 damage. Down to 15. Drew more lands. Pass the turn. Goes to combat. Another 3. Take 3. Passes. We'll bounce this, I guess, to draw a card. It's kind of like cycling. Drake Haven. Unfortunately, we take a whole turn off to do this. But there's not much I can do about it. Can't cycle the floodwaters because we need to have mana on tap to do that. And our opponent can get down something big. Yeah, like that. Give it haste. Hit in for 5. You got it, buddy. We're at 7. And our opponent passes. I think it would buy us more time to bounce these and pass. Unfortunately, we do need to draw really well, and our opponent needs to not have a big hasty thing. There's the Entangler. And a Sure Shot. Whoops. Oh God, sorry. My bad. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So play this with the intention of cycling Floodwaters and making a Drake. Yep, pass the turn. Goes to combat. Attack, attack. Cycle. Triggers. Make a Drake. Draw a card. So how big is this? 3/3. Block you, and hope I don't die somehow. Brute strength. Brute strength's the Minotaur. I think I die, right? Because I take 1 here. Oh, that's good too. Yep, take a ton of damage. We're at 4 and we have no board presence. And our opponent has Insider. Yeah, we're dead. Oh well. That was super aggressive. I think we have not much that we can do about that. Alright, let's run it back. My hand was really slow. And the deck is legitimately just slow, so it's going to happen. We've only got a couple of 2-mana plays. Maybe I put it in Mummy to have an extra 2-mana play instead of something higher. Instead of like one of these. No, one of the Floodwaters. I would love to play first. Alright. This hand has our power card, so we are going to keep it. The intention of casting it on turn 3. Now our opponent probably has some sort of way to interact with enchantments, but some of those decks really don't. Unfortunately, we pass our turn 2 completely. Turn 3 we get down Drakehaven and we're just going to start making Drakes, I think. Alright, Tormenting Voice is not that bad. Opponent has a very slow start, so I am excited. Play Drakehaven. Next turn we're going to cycle Vizier. Untap land, tap it. Sure Shot, good. Alright, so let's start by... maybe just end our turn. No. Cycle you. Trigger, trigger, untap, tap, Yes. And draw my card. Didn't draw a land. So I guess I just pass. I really need to get the maximum out of my cards, otherwise it's going to be a problem. If his plan is to just pump Sure Shot, I'll gladly take 4 for his whole turn. Nope. What do you got? Champion of Ronus. That can get out of control quickly. Opponent passes. Didn't draw a land again. I want to land badly, so I'm actually going to cycle main phase. Always yield. Yes. Cycle? Alright, gotta land. No, we'll pass. That way we have 3 Drakes back. Hooded Brawler. Okay. One goes to combat. Doesn't do anything. So let's cycle Serpent. Tap. Yes. Draw a card. Untap. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Alright, so we'll play this and pass the turn. This gives us Cycle, Unburden, or Gale Strike if our opponent goes all in. Combat. No attacks. So let's cycle. Tap. Yes. And draw my card. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's cast our Horror. And pass the turn. 7 mana from the opponent. Go to combat. We're sending in the team. Nope. And what do you got? Nothing. Opponent passes. Another land isn't exactly what we wanted. We will pass. If we draw one more cycler, I'll start using... Maybe I'll cast Illumination to try to draw something, but I don't really want to. Opponent's on 8 mana. Entangler's fine. Combat. No attacks. Nah, we'll hold it. Alright, cancel's good. Swing with Horror. That's dangerous, because if I don't cycle into something, it could be a problem. 6, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, we'll pass the turn. If our opponent attacks, we have Gale Strikes and we have Cancel. And enough mana to do both. Combat. No attacks. And passes. Alright, Evolving Wild's not the best draw, but it'll get a land out of our deck at least. No attacks, pass the turn. Just want to draw one more cycler. The deck is full of cyclers. Pathmaker Initiate. So that only works on these two. But I have the Gale Strike. Crack Wilds. Go get Island. Untap. Another land. Come on, man. I need cyclers. Unfortunately, my opponent has a Reacher. So we don't really have too much in the way of attacks yet. If we draw one more cycling card, then we can start attacking. Unfortunately, every turn we give our opponent gives them access to more. Alright, opponent is going to attack. Okay. If he pumps it up a lot, I think I'm willing to take like 4 damage. Alright, let's Gale Strike. Drew a Vizier, which does not cycle, but it interacts with cycling. Probably recast Minotaur. Yep. Not canceling a Minotaur, it's just silly. Hazard's Monument. Let's get this down. And pass the turn. Every time you cast a creature spell. So, opponent has 11 mana. Alright, going in for the sure shot play again. Attacks. Yep. No blockers. Pump it. Pump it. Pump it. Let us Gale Strike. Alright, we drew another Cycler. Excellent. Let's cancel it now. And opponent passes the turn. Drew a land. So let's cast our Vizier since our opponent doesn't have any flyers right now. Always yield. Yes. Discard this. Put triggers on the stack. Pay 1. Yes. Make horror bigger. This gets bigger. Or this comes down. 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. So let's go to combat. Attack with everyone. Blockers. Just blocks there. Okay. Let's excavate for Vizier and River Serpent. And pass the turn. So we can cycle this to untap Horror. And make a Drake. Ooh, Plains. Might have that card that I don't know the name of. Sorry. Hazaret. Indestructible Haste. Unless you have one or fewer cards in hand. Discard it, deals 2 damage to each opponent. That's not that scary. Opponent's at less damage than I am. I mean, less life than I am. It doesn't have anything in the air, so that's good. That means that our Drakes will kill him next turn. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Goes to combat. Didn't discard. Don't fully understand. I'm pretty sure that the opponent is dead. I don't think this can possibly deal enough damage to kill me. 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Opponent decides not to attack and passes. So let's cycle Illumination. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, opponent scoops it up. Don't know that I want to change anything. Yeah, we'll just submit. Decks seem to perform fairly well, so. Waiting on our opponent again. It seems to happen a lot. Here we go. Alright, we've got Vizier, which isn't the best, but can't expect to have Drake Haven in every opener. Land go. I'm not cycling Illumination. Okay. We will play Vizier and pass the turn. If our opponent has a removal spell for it, we're kind of beat because we don't really have a good follow-up until turn 4. Tormenting Voice, probably cracking for 3. Exert. Yeah, I'll take it. And passes. I would like an untapped land. Because I think I'm going to need to block with this thing. Pass the turn. In turn 4, I don't really need to play Initiate. I would like to play it, but it's not that big of a deal. And if our opponent casts a 4-drop and attacks with it, at least we can Gale Strike it. Casts Kudu, puts the counter on itself. Means you can't really attack. And passes the turn. I'm just going to bounce this to draw a card. Try to find Drake Haven as soon as possible. Right, we got an untapped land, so let's put down the Initiate. And I'll leave back Vizier for now. We want to draw Drake Haven as soon as possible. But I wanted to get this Initiate onto the board. Yep. Goes to combat. I think he was going to try to incite this, but he passed into the beginning of combat. Got to make sure you got to stop on it, man. Attacking with Kudu. Interesting. I will block. Trades and passes. Alright, Glyph Keeper is the kind of card that I wanted. I need to keep casting spells. Still gonna leave back the Vizier to prevent like some crazy blowout, but this is great. Because even if it trades, it puts a Glyph Keeper for me to reanimate. Attacks. I guess I'll take it. 14. Opponent's passing. We are going to attack with this 5/3. Attack. No blocks. I'll pass the turn. We got Vizier. Our opponent doesn't have any untapped creatures to attack with except for a 1/1. And it looks like they're low on gas. Minotaur. 4/3 Minotaur. You got it, buddy. Gains Menace. So he's going to get in for 5. Let's crack Evolving Wilds for a blue. Take 5. I'm going to cast Illumination. Good draw. Another Illumination is a good draw. So if I cast Floodwaters and bounce these two and leave back this, I'm probably in good shape. Attack for 5. Opponent's at 10. This is exerted though. So if I bounce these, our opponent, I don't think our opponent has haste in his deck. So let's bounce. And if our opponent untaps and Spidery Grasps, then we're going to take 5, 6, 7 damage. Okay. Doesn't have haste itself. Doesn't have haste. Doesn't have flying. 2, 3, 4. I think we win. Let's cycle. Becomes a 2. Let's cycle. Becomes a 3. Let's cycle. Becomes a 4. And let's cycle. And it becomes a 5. And let's try to attack for 10. Yep. Interesting. Let's play our last match. We're 1-1. The draft deck is a little slow, but you can't always have the perfect draft deck. You just need to pick the best cards. Join match. Sorry if this is boring, but waiting for a league match is not exciting. We'll keep it. We got Vizier, we got a Cycler, we got an interactive spell. Would love to have Drakehaven in my opponent. I swear to God, if this is another red deck, I'm going to be annoyed. Okay, not a red deck. Can't even complain about a zombie deck anymore. They're not even the worst ones. What do we got? Oh. Alright, let's get our Vizier down. Against double planes, that seems good to me. What's happening? Oh, one of the people I follow went live. Triple planes. We got a Spear Master. Alright, so let's leave up our mana, but we're still going to get in for 1. Does this become +1 first strike? Yes, we're not blocking it, so we're going to get in for 1. Probably going to Gale Strike it, but depending on how our opponent plays the turn, we might do it end of his turn. Goes to combat. Swings. Doesn't exert. Alright, we'll take 3. We'll just do this end of turn. Alright, opponent end of turn. Let's bounce. And pass. If he plays Resolve, that's much better for me. Drew a land. Let's get down Initiate and crack for 1. Opponent has a full stacked hand, I'm guessing. Hasn't actually done much. Next turn we get to get down another flyer, which looks like it's going to be really good. All he's done is played he's played this ground creature. Go to combat. Send in the Initiate, because we're not cycling this turn. Play Glyph Keeper. And pass. I have 7 mana, so the Glyph Keeper and the Initiate are probably going to stay on the board. I'd rather block with the Vizier, depending on how our opponent plays. But I'd rather have 8 power in the air than 6 or 4. Tax gives it first strike. I'll take it. It's not really that much damage. I get to crack back for 8, 9, 10, 11 if I want to. What? Discarding. Discards a Spidery Grasp, so he's a little bit color screwed, it looks like. Let's attack with everybody. Since I have enough mana to cycle Unburden and play this, I'm going to cycle this before... What's happening? Deals 3 damage to target attacking creature. You got it. Let's cycle Unburden since my opponent has too many cards for that to actually be relevant. Cycle. Draw another land. Alright, get in for 7. Opponent's at 8. Next turn we can bring back our Initiate. So I guess I cast Illumination. Unless he tries to do something else. Crop Mate. Let's cast. Draw 2. Seven mana. So I can cycle this, and that's 7 damage. And if I draw another cycling card, I win. Alternatively, I bring back Initiate. And he doesn't have anything he can really bring back. Let's go for the win. Cycle. And cycle. Yep, okay. Opponent's deck is a little bit lower curve, so maybe we want to put in something to deal with this guys. Cartouche of Ambition could be good, and in that case we're going to bring in another creature. Side out one of the Floodwaters, and... and Hazoret's Monument. Submit. What do we got? Do we have a Drakehaven? We have 2 lands, Gale Strike. Alright. I will keep. We're on the draw, so this isn't bad. Opponent starts off with a Fan Bearer, a lot better than his last start. Let's play Island and pass. Attacks for 1, take 1. And follows it up with nothing, so cycle. Trying to find a Drakehaven as soon as possible. Alright, we have a 2-drop, so let's play it. Or do we leave up Essence Scatter? Yeah, I don't need the Vizier to come down anytime soon. I could take 1 from this forever. 3 mana. Attacks for 1, take 1. And we will scatter that. And passes. Play land. Play Vizier. And pass the turn. It's our only threat right now, so kind of need it to live. So we're probably not blocking anything. Just in case. What we want right now is an island. Goes to combat. And passes. I didn't draw an island. 4 cards in hand. Alright, let's attack for 1. Yep. Taps it down. We will pass. 5 mana. I've only got 3. Tax for 1. We will take 1. Come on, man. You got 4 cards. Ooh, 3/3 flyer. You got it, buddy. And passes. Still didn't draw a land. This is a shame. Gotta leave up Gale Strike. Can't even attack. Pass the turn. 6 mana and 3 cards. Goes to combat. Attacks. Block. And if I cycle, let's cycle Unburden. Okay. Velocipede. You got it, buddy. Opponent's on 2 cards. Fortunately, we are running out of things to do. So, if we bounce this, Velocipede is going to deal a ton of damage, so I guess we have to wait. Pass the turn. Opponent is killing us. Combat, attack. Keeps waiting on that fan bearer. Yep. Tap down my guy. Okay. Now, do I untap it with Vizier? It's not really good. Let's bounce Velocipede and draw a card first. Alright, we're going to take 3. We're at 14. Opponent passes. Drew another land, so now we have 5 mana. So we can leave up cancel and not do much else. Because we have 5. Alright, we'll play Initiate. Your move. Pretty behind here. Can't play Velocipede and tap down my creature, so hoping he chooses to tap down. Next turn we get access to a lot of mana that we haven't had this entire game when we needed. Combat. Tax. Block. Pump spell. In the tank. Nothing. Okay. What do we got? There's the Velocipede. So how much is this to do its thing? It's just 5. That's pretty good. Opponent has 4 cards in hand. So if I bounce both of these, you just recast them both next turn. Getting kind of beaten down here. Let's pass. Gale Strike, Velocipede if I need to. I'll probably have to. I haven't had enough mana to get this horror down. That would be awesome. It would be really nice to have some extra mana. But I've been screwed this whole game. Taps down my guy. Goes to combat. Attacks. We will Gale Strike. Our opponent's just going to bring this back, probably. Yep. And passes. River Serpent's a good card. This is the perfect time to use Floodwaters, I think. No. 6 mana. 1, 2, 3. Let's attack first. No blocks. Pass the turn. One has 6 cards in hand. Jeez. Goes to combat. Attacks for 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I cycle Vizier, untap this guy, he just taps down with Fanbearer, and he can cast. Alright, so we're going to take 3. You got it, buddy. Yeah, we're definitely canceling the Colossopede. Opponent passes. Play our land. Go to combat. Attack. Impeccable timing. So let's cycle. No blocks. And we'll put out our horror while our opponent only has the token. Gives us access to a lot more power. F6. That means next turn we can Floodwaters if he plays a big thing. Take 3. What's your follow-up, buddy? 7 mana. Gotta have something. Sparring Money, Mummy, untap. You got it. Anything else? Or will that be all? Aw. What a shame. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. This is 6, and then I only have 1 mana. What can I bring back with Wander in Death? Not much. Still only leaves with 1. Let's play the Vizier. It protects me from the Fanbearer very nicely. Unfortunately, I get a turn of not being protected, where he gets to put me down to 5. And if he has a pump spell, then I'm totally dead. Tap my flyer. Goes to combat. Sends them both in. Let's do this. Go to 10. I think I will block the Mummy, just to not die out of nowhere. Winged Shepherd. Evolve for a swamp. And our opponent passes. This is a shame. Floodwaters on you and you. And play Mummy. Discard Serpent. I don't think we're winning this game. We were just mana screwed for so long that we've been so constrained the whole game. flyers do we have access to? Access to Initiate. And that's it. There's the Shepherd again. Taps down our guy, gets in for 3. We're at 4. Next turn we have 8 mana. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Attacks with Mummy. Is it smart? Maybe I just go to 4. I'll just go to 4. And opponent passes. Glyph Keeper is great. Alright, we'll play Glyph Keeper. And we'll wander for our Vizier and our Serpent. Unfortunately, we're tapped out though, so our opponent can get us if he has some sort of interaction. I would have liked to get back Horror, but I need this ability. Yep, tap down 1 flyer. Goes to combat. Attacks. Yeah, it makes sense to attack with both. Block you and block you. Okay. Opponent has 7 mana. You have 8. Which means we get to bring back Glyph Keeper. Oh, that's not good. Dang. Nine mana. And this is 7. So he untaps, he makes a guy, he gets to swing, tap this down. I don't have much protection. I guess I just cast both of these. I think we're dead. All he has to do is make a warrior. Tap down a guy. Or just play a guy, that works too. Tap it down, Serpent. Goes to combat. Swing, swing. Yeah, we lose both of our guys. There's just no coming back. Alright. You got it, man. I'm just going to run it back. Play first. Alright, we've got 3 lands and a Hekma Sentinels. I guess I'm keeping. Probably going to start cycling early to try to find Drake Haven. Alright, let's play a land and pass. Cycle. Excavation is good. It means I don't have to feel bad about cycling away cards. But our opponent's going to get something down right now. Or not. Cycle. Let's play the Sentinels. Pass the turn. Hooded Brawler, you say. Land. will attack. Pass the turn. Depending on how aggressive our opponent is, we might Gale Strike it. If he exerts, might be better to just Illumination to draw some cards. Goes to combat. Exerting. Yeah, I'm just gonna Gale Strike it. Try to find my Drake Haven. Follow up is Hooded Brawler again. Uketra. That's a good one. Probably shouldn't have wasted the Gale Strike. I'm going to use this. Make this a little smaller. Yes. I do not like that that thing has 3 power double strike. But we get to get in for some damage. I'm going to... I'm just going to save the mummy for when I can attack, get some more points. Opponent has 5 mana, 6 cards in hand. Ketra is going to be able to pump out creatures if he doesn't have anything to do. Not that that's the ideal way to run things. Alright, Cropmate is annoying. Combat passes. 5 mana. Play Evolving Wilds. Attack. Opponent blocks. Mighty Leap makes it 5 power. Let's cycle. Do I want a Gale Strike? 5/4. No, I'm gonna save the Gale Strike. Let me trade. I will excavate. Do I want to excavate those? I'm just going to play Mummy. Discard Swamp. And we'll just crack this now. Pass. There's that Hooded Brawler again. Untap, land, I guess I'll attack. We're at 27, so I don't feel bad about sending in my clowns. Impeccable timing on that guy. You got it. I will excavate so that I can get rid of my opponent's cards. Let's unburden you. What did you have? I mean, the Oketra is still really good. It's going to cause some problems. Shepherd and another impeccable timing. Lots of impeccable timings. 6 mana, which means he can make a dude. Get in for like 5. Yep. Take 5. And opponent passes. Let's cast this. Try to find something. Cancel. That's not what I wanted. Alright, next turn he actually gets to attack with Oketra. But he has to pump 4 mana into it, so if I bounce it, then he can't, you know, can't just recast it. And then I have cancel up for it. Alright, let's Gale Strike you. Take 1, down to 21. And opponent passes the turn. Horror of the Broken Lands. So I have 9 mana, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll cast it. And leave up cancel. Pass the turn. We need this cancel for our catcher, so we can't even use it on anything else. Goes to combat. Exerts. We're just going to take it. The horror is more valuable. I will leave up cancel for the rest of the game, dude. I don't care. Do I have anything I can reanimate in here? Nope. Opponent passes. We will play Shadowstorm Vizier and attack with horror. I know one of my opponent's last 2 cards. What's the other one? Timing. Okay. We'll cycle Feeded Pools. Actually, we'll cycle it, leaving up black in case I need it. Okay. Okay. We got an Initiate, so after we untap, then we have Initiate, which is good. There she is. Cancel. No thank you. Alright, we should be able to take control of the game. Play Glyph Keeper, crack for 5. Opponent goes to 10. Alright, we got a bunch of flyers. 1, 6, 9. Definitely blocking with Initiate. Don't care about the Initiate at all. We have plenty of mana to bring it back. 8 mana and does nothing. Let's bring you back. Go to combat. Attack, attack, attack. You have a 3rd impeccable timing? Oh, Cheetah. Cheetah comes in. Double block. Sure. Cycle. Oh, you always have a cycling card. Yeah, I mean, you gotta know that I have a cycling card in my hand. I don't understand why you wouldn't block. Alright, pass the turn. You're dead? What 1 card could you have to stop me? Nice draws at the end. That's like such a salty thing to say. Alright, so we ended up 2-1. Not the worst record. Could have been better. How many QPs do we have now? 4? I need like 35. 4 is not 35. Alright, let's just no, I can't jump right at another one. I've got too much stuff to do. Yeah, the whole deck was cycling. I got, what do I got? There's Drake Haven in here, so clearly I'm playing mostly cycling. Wander in Death, Unburden, Unburden. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cycling cards out of 23. That's 1/4 of the deck has cycling printed on the card. I don't get it. But, you know, whatever, I'll take the win. It was good top decks, that's what happened. I had good top decks. But unfortunately, that's the end of the draft, which means that's the end of the stream for right now. Probably stream a little bit later, but for now I'm going to sign off. But thanks and have a good night.